friends, in this session let's look into the data types available in Python programming language. There are many data types available in Python, and in the session in my theory session I had mentioned about numbers, string, list, tuple, dictionary, sets, Boolean and range. So now let's look into some of the examples of the different data types available. Firstly, let's say x equal to 10. So friends, what is the type of x? What type of data is x having? So for that, we have to type in type and then specify x within the parenthesis. It will return the type of x. So in this case, it is an integer, so it will return int. Now, let's take a floating point 10.2 and now let's type of x. When I run the code, it will give the type as float. Now let's say x equal to 3 plus 2j, and now when I say type of x, when I run it, it will show it as a complex number. So these are the different type of elements present in the number data type, that is integer, float and then complex. Now let's go into the string data type. Suppose I say st1 equal to I am a student. You have to, for strings, you have to enclose them within single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. So now if I say type of st1, if I run the code, it will give str, that is, it is a string data type. Python doesn't have a separate data type as character. A character also is represented as a string. So now when I say st2 equal to a character a, now I say type of st2, when I run the code, it shows that it is a string data type. So there is no separate character data types in Python. It is represented as a string. Now let's see how to represent a list. So I say lst1 equal to, I have to for a list we have to enclose in square brackets, and the elements can be of different data type. So I am inputting an integer, I am inputting a string 20.9, I am inputting a 20.9 was a float, and I am inputting a string called Sam, and then I am giving duplicate values 10. So 10 I have given twice in this particular example. List should be enclosed within square brackets. It can have data of its element can be of different data type. It can have repetitive items, and it's an ordered sequence of items. So now if I run this, now if I say type of lst1, it will return the type as list. So we got the return type of this particular data type as a list. So this is the list for you. Now let's go into tuples. tup1 equal to, it should be enclosed within round parentheses. It can have items of different data type, and it can be repetitive. Here 10 is repeating twice. I am having 10 which is an integer, 10.2 a float, and Sam a string data type. So it can hold data of different data types. Now if I say, and it's enclosed within round parentheses. Now if I say type of tup1, and when I run this code, it will give the type as tuple. So this was tuple for you friends. Now let's move on to sets. Now if I, and list can be accessed, list elements and tuple elements can be accessed in a sequential manner, ordered manner. Now if I say lst of 0, now if I run the code, sorry, it's lst1. So if I say lst1 of 0, if I run the code, it will return 10. That is the first value. If I specify lst1 of 1, it will give out the value 20.9. That is the second element. The first element index is always 0 and the second element index is 1. Third element index is 2. And in the similar way, I say tup1 of 1. Now if I run the code, okay, you should specify tup1 square brackets 1 and then run the code. You get 10.2. That is the second element in the tuple. That is 10 is the first element and the second element is returned for the index 1. So we learned, so only we say tuple and sets are ordered sequence of elements. You can fetch it in an orderly manner. Now let's go to the set data type. st1 equal to, you have to give curly braces and it can have items of different data types, but it cannot be repetitive. Suppose I repeat 10 twice in this particular set. Now if I say type of st1, run the code, then you get it's a set. Now if I print this particular st1, if I print st1, the duplicate elements would be removed. So run the code. So 10 was repeating twice. Now when I am running st1, printing st1, only once it has taken 10. The duplicates are removed within the set. And now if I say st1 of 0, if I want to access the first element st1 of 0, it will give an error. Set object is not subscriptable. You cannot access the elements of the set. So only tuple and list elements can be accessed. So only that's called ordered sequence of elements. Set is an unordered sequence of elements and the elements cannot repeat within the set. So this was set for you friends. Now let's move on to dictionaries. dt1 equal to curly braces. I give an key and a value. So key is ID colon 1 2 3 4 comma separated by commas. One item is separated from the other item with a comma. And now I give name colon Sam. So now if I say type of dt1 and run the code, it will give dictionary. So it's a dictionary data type. Next is the Boolean data type. So suppose I say type of true, capital T you have to specify because it's a keyword. True is a keyword and it is having capitals. If I run the code, it will say it's a Boolean data type. Similarly, type of false, capital F. Run the code, you get the value Boolean. Now for the range data type, if I say type of range of 10, then if I say run, I get it's of the range data type. So these are the different data types available in Python. We had gone through in the theory session the different data types, and this is the practical examples for those data types which we had discussed earlier. If you have any doubts, please do let me know in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new video.